Hi dear students, today we are going to discuss KCET 2025 question paper with solutions. Okay, so in detail solution I'm going to give you here. Already solution also prepared with the question paper along with the question paper. Let me go to the paper. So 2025 question paper with solutions we are going to solve now. Okay, so let me go to first question. First question they given what they given here. Match the following they given of waves and their wavelengths. So this question they gave you from electromagnetic waves chapter they given, EMW chapter they given. And the question is almost based on NCERT only question, not difficult question. Okay, so to match these things actually we should know the wavelength ranges. I given wavelength ranges here. Check here from NCERT: microwaves, visible light to ultraviolet ray to X-rays we know. So compare these wavelengths with this fellow, you will get option 3, you will get it. See here. Okay, fine. Now let me see here. This question from ray optics, easy level or difficult level, means this is also easy level only. Okay, a ray of light passes from vacuum into a medium of refractive index n. If the angle of incidence is twice the angle of refraction, then angle of incidence in terms of refractive index. Angle of incidence is twice the refractive index, refractive angle. How much is that? I equal to 2r. Na? Snell's law, we know that n equal to sin I by sin r. N equal to, in the place of I, am going to substitute 2r, na? 2r by sin r. Sin 2r, sin 2a formula I am going to apply here. Okay. 2 sin a cos a, na? 2 sin r cos r by sin r. Sin r will get cancelled. Cos r equal to what will get, na? N by 2. I am just sending this 2 here. So r equal to cos inverse of n by 2. So I equal to 2r, we got it, na? We know na I equal to 2r. Means I equal to what we can write? R value is this, na? 2 times the cos inverse of what we can write? N by 2 which we can write. So which option is correct? Option 4 is correct, na? Fine. If you observe, this is also from ray optic they given. Not difficult question. Little basics required, that's it. A convex lens has power P. So this lens is having power P, they said here, initial lens. Is cut into two halves along its principal axis. Further, one piece out of halves is cut into two halves perpendicular to the principal axis. First they cut it horizontal, then one piece they cut it vertically, they cut it. As shown in the figure. Choose the incorrect option. Be careful, they are asking incorrect option. I give an explanation you see here. So when you cut horizontally, this focal length will not change. So L1 equal to F means power also P. When you cut vertically, focal length becomes twice. Focal length becomes twice means if this is 2F, this is 2F means what will happen to power? Focal length power both are reciprocal. So P by 2 will get it. See option 2 only wrong option here. Power of L1 is P by 2 they given. But power of L1 is how much? P only you should get it. Be careful. Okay. Fine. We'll go to next question. This is also from ray optics. Okay, the image formed by an object lens of compound microscope is okay. So generally the object placed between f and 2f. So a real and enlarged image is formed beyond 2f na, on other side of the objective lens. So what will happen now? Real and enlarged na. Exactly they asked you from NCERT theory. Okay, this can be taken into easy section if you want to decide. Okay, fine. This is also question, it looks like weird, but question is easy question only. If R and R dash denotes the angle is inside the prism having angle of 50 degrees. Prism angle is 50 degrees they given here. Considering that during the interval of time t equals to 0 to t equal to t, it means in t seconds, varies with time, R equal to 10 degrees plus t square. During this R dash will be, we know that we studied already in theory, A equals to R plus R dash will get it, na? R1 plus R2 we studied, same way, okay? So R equal to 10 degrees plus t square, na? So we substitute that R value 10 degrees plus t square plus R dash equal to what? 50. I need R dash, na? R dash you need me send remaining that side. So 50 minus 10 is how much? 40, 40 minus t square. Which option is correct? Option 2 is correct for this question, na? Okay, easy question only, not difficult question. You just need to think once. This is also from NCERT only, from wave optics. If AB is the incident plane wavefront, okay, then refracted wavefront is if n2 greater than n1. Okay, lens refractive index is more than n1. This is also exactly NCERT exercise question. They given some options here. If you observe here, rays are parallel, you will get plane wavefront, you will get it here. After passing through lens, rays are going to converge at one point somewhere here. So what will happen? One spherical wavefront is forming like this. Another spherical wavefront is forming like this. So which option is possible? You see option 3. This is also NCERT question only, exactly NCERT exercise question. Please check. Okay. Fine. Seventh question you see here, the total energy carried by the light waves when it travels from a rarer to a non-reflecting and non-absorbing medium. Okay. energy wave is not reflected, okay, and not absorbed also energy, then what will happen, Anna? Energy should remain same. So frequency is constant and non-reflecting and non-absorbing medium. So total energy remains what, Anna? Constant. So option 3 should be same, correct, Anna? Fine. Now this question also based on NCERT only. You see from atoms chapter they asked you, if radius of first Bohr's orbit is r, then the radius of second Bohr's orbit will be. We studied that radius proportional to n square, na, just proportional to, remember. So r2 by r1 equal to what you can write? N2 by n1 whole square. So r2 equal to what you can write, na? N2 value much, na? Second, na? So 2 by 1 whole square means nothing but 4 by 1, na? Send this r here, na? R2 equal to what, na? 4 I will get it. So which option is correct? Means option D is correct, na? Fine. So this is basic question from again from Newton. What is that? Nuclear chapter they asked you. Isotopes, so isobars, so isotone they given. Some example they given. We need to match that. To match that, you just remember this. What is this basic? Isotope means what, na? Same atomic number. Isobar means what, na? Same mass number. Isotones means what, na? Same neutron numbers. Okay. If you take these things examples now, option 2 is matching. You check here. Okay. Fine. Now, if you observe here now, this is also from a nuclear theory topic from NCERT only, this question also. Which of the following statement is incorrect reference to the nuclear force? Nuclear force properties you have to take, okay? You need to think. Nuclear force may attractive as well as repulsive. We might learn potential energy curve, right? We studied like this, na? U versus R. So what will happen like this will get it. Up to 0.8 attractive or repulsive. After that attractive repulsive might be studied that, okay? So force changes. Here if you check na slope negative na, force is positive, okay? So attractive or repulsive, I think that, okay? Which option will get it? Nuclear force is always attractive dimension. No, it depends on the slope, okay? So it depends, okay, where it is a distance less than 0.8 more than 0.8. I think about that, okay? Option 1 is incorrect option in this question, and not correct one they're asking, incorrect, okay? Don't do blind mistakes. The range of electrical conductivity is sigma, resistivity is rho for metals among the following. See this thing literally they given in a semiconductors chapter they given, Nana. Okay. For metals rho equal to rho value ranging from 10 power minus 2 to 10 power minus 8 ohm meter. So you know that sigma conductivity is 1 by rho, na? So sigma equal to reciprocal of that going to be how much? 10 power 2 to 10 power 8 Siemens into meter inverse, which will get it here, Nana. 11th question from semiconductors. Again 12th question also from semiconductor, Nana. Which of the following statement is correct for the n type of semiconductor? See option 2 you will get it, Nana. The donor energy level lies just below the bottom of the conduction band. See this is also graph is also from NCERT only. I just copied here exact graph, okay? Where is donor energy level, Nana? Just below the which band? Conduction band. The donor energy level near to the conduction band, Nana. Just close around like 0.01, very less energy gap to that band, okay? Fine. Now you see this is also 13th question also NCERT level question only, okay? Not difficult question. They given two diodes D1 D2 they connected 3 volts. So this is positive, this is P type N type, na? When P is connected to N type positive, na, forward bias. N is connected to P type, na, what positive terminal, na? What will happen, na? This is forward bias, this is what? Reverse bias, na? Reverse bias means it acts like an open circuit. So in that case it acts like a plain wire like this. Then if you observe here, no, 30-70 series, na? So I equal to V by R, 3 by voltage how much given 3, na? 3 by 70 plus 30, 3 by 100. 3 by 100 will be how much, na? 0.03 amperes, which we can do it, na? Fine. Now let we go in determining the refractive index of a glass slab using a traveling microscope. This is literally from our practical, you see, practically as it is they asked you, okay? R1 value they gave you, okay, without watermark. With watermark they gave you, with water also, with glass slab they gave you. 1 second. R1 value what? For ink mark, direct ink mark. Second one is what? Through the glass slab. Third one is what? Through the chalk dust. Okay, you are focusing to chalk dust. They given all 3 readings, Nana. R1 value, R2 value, R3 value they given. So refractive index formula, we know that R3 minus R1 by R3 minus R2. Lab formula, lab we did this thing. So R3 minus R2 means R1 means this minus this if you do, na, what will get? 3. This minus this if you do, na, what will get? 2. 3 by 2 is what, na? 1.5. Generally known value only, that is also. Fine, literally from lab directly. This question also from lab directly, Nana. Okay, so in an experiment to determine the figure of merit lab question. Galvanometer is by half declination method. Student constructed the following. Okay, so R value 5200, Nana. They given deflection so much they given, Nana, here 26 divisions they given, check. And when they removed S value, how much it is balancing, Nana? 90 ohms. Then find the G value they told you. We did that G equals to R into S by R minus S, na? So G equal to 5200 into 90 divided by 5200 minus 90. You'll get 91.5 6. So 91.6 means which option is correct? Option 1 is correct. Check carefully. Fine. Now look at 16th question. If you look at 16th question, what happened here? This is one good question, I can take it. Generally for student level, this is difficult level question which we can discuss actually. Okay. So while determining the coefficient of viscosity of the given liquid, viscosity you are determining, a spherical steel ball sinks by a distance of 0.9 meter. 0.9 meter is sinking. Radius of the ball is root 3 to 10 power minus 3. The time taken by the ball sink in 3 trials. Trials they given. This is also experimental question they given actually. First trial 2.75, 2.65, 2.7 like that. Then density difference they given 7000. Axial due to gravity 10 they asked you. We need to find the viscosity. First you need to find the average velocity. Average velocity V1 plus V2 plus V3. How to find V1 value? 0.9 by 2.75, 0.9 by 2.65, 0.9 by 2.7 you need to calculate. Then you will get 1 by 3. So terminal velocity formula we know that Vt equals to 2r square by 9 eta into delta rho into g. This is NCERT question only. The NCERT level question only. They already asked in MCERT question. Okay. So I need eta na. Switch this eta and Vt. 2r square by 9 veta into delta rho into g we got it, sir. Just substitute the values. 2 into r square means square of this na. Yes sir. And delta rho 7000 they given 7 into 10 power 3 we written g value 10 divided by 9 into 1 by 3. So 3 1 ja 3 3 ja 3, this 3 also will get cancel. 7 2 ja 14. So just powers you check 0.14 Pascal into second. Easy calculation, not even difficult, but little thinking capacity required here. That's why I considered another difficult question, this question. Fine. 17th question you see na, which of the following expressions can be deduced on the basis of dimensional analysis? So here plus is there, Nana. Here functions is there, trigonometric functions. Here exponent functions is there. These are not possible. Now only this is possible. I give an explanation here. You see, if the given equation containing mathematical functions, addition like this, subtraction like that, or if it is sum of difference of two or more terms, then the equations are not possible to deduce. So 2, 3, 4 not possible. Here addition is there. Here trigonometric functions is there. Here exponent functions is there. That's why it's not possible. General function only can be derived. Okay. Fine. Now this is very good question and I can consider the difficult question only I can consider here. Okay. Two stones begins to fall from the rest. Two stones are begins to fall from the rest and understand from the same height they started. With the second stone starting to the fall delta t seconds after the first stone falls. When first stone falls now after delta t times delta t seconds second stone is started. The distance of separation between the two stones is h. So the distance of separation between the at any time is how much h they taken at t naught seconds after the first stone starts from its motion. Okay, first stones after starting first stone, no t naught seconds, then distance between two stones is how much h. Then t naught is equal to what they're asking. So you know that h equal to what you can write basically distance between them, na? S1 minus S2. What is S here? Ut plus half at square applied. Okay, u value is 0, just dropping, na? That's why half at square. So this is g by 2 into t naught square will get it minus g by 2 into this time is how much? Second one time. After starting first fellow, after delta t times it's starting, na? Means g by 2 into t naught minus delta t square. It's nothing but a minus b whole square, na? Expand it. Then you open the bracket here, you will get something cancel. G by 2 delta square will get cancelled. Then what will happen, na? G by 2 into 2 t naught delta t minus delta t square. So you need h, na? Just send this term completely negative term LHS side, na? Open the bracket and send negative term LHS side. We'll get h plus g by 2 into delta t square equal to g t naught into delta t. Therefore t naught equal to what will get, na? H by g delta t plus delta t by 2, which will get it, na? Fine. If you go to this question, you see, na? In a projectile motion of a particle in a level ground, which of the following remains same? In projectile motion, what will happen, na? At any position under time, horizontal component of velocity remains same for a projectile. Okay. Then why? Because acceleration, horizontal acceleration much na? 0. Velocity should be constant. That's why horizontal component of velocity should be, what will happen? Horizontal component velocity should be what happened? Constant reference to time variation. In the following particle level ground, which of the following remains constant? So horizontal velocity only, na? Yes. Not incorrect, I think. They asked, I thought, but this is correct only. Fine. This is very good question. Okay. This is I can consider a difficult question again. This is some thinking capacity required. A particle is uniform circular motion. The equation of trajectory is given by x minus 2 whole square plus y square equal to 25. Okay. The speed of the particle is 2 meters per second. When the particle is y coordinate, okay, lowest y coordinate, the acceleration of the particle is in meters per second, meter per second square. What will happen, na? If you observe this, this is the circle equation. X square plus y square equals to r square format is there. R value is how much, nana? 5 meters. Centripetal acceleration formula is what, nana? A equal to v square by r. V value they given 2 into 2 by 5, 4 by 5, 0.8. At the lowest points, particle centripetal acceleration act upward, na? Upward means what you can take? J cap, na? Yes, sir, it's acting about J cap, it's acting. Fine. So which option is correct, nana? Sir, option 1 is correct, sir, in this case. Fine. Now look at this question, Anna. This is NCERT example type of question. It's not a difficult question. A wooden block of mass m lies on a rough floor. Another wooden block is same mass hanging from the point 2. Like this, it's hanging. Okay. The string is shown in the figure. To achieve the equilibrium, the coefficient of static friction between the block and floor of the floor itself. This to achieve the static equilibrium means this all blocks should be rest, nana. Means what will happen here? Downward what will act, tell me? Mg. Left side friction will act. In this way what will act? Tension. Tension not given in the question, okay? That is written by some student, okay? Fine. If you observe now, downward what will act, nana? Mg. Up in this direction what will act, nana? Mu mg. Okay, friction. And if I take in this direction, nana? Tension. Tension will break into components T cos theta, T sin theta. So T cos theta should be equal to mu mg, na? Mu mg equal to T cos theta. T sin theta equal to mg. Some students may having doubts, sir. How did you got mu mg? Because downward what will get, nana, here? Mg. Upward what will get, nana? Normal. So normal equal to what will get in this case? Mg. So friction equal to what we can write? Mu into normal, na? Normal reaction. Mu into mg, which we got it here. Now these both equations we got, na? In equilibrium, T sin theta should be equal to mg. T cos theta should be equal to mu mg. Now divide these both, na? T cancel. Mg cancel. Mu equal to cos theta by sin theta. Cos theta by sin theta is what, nana? Cot theta, right? Yes. So which option will get it, Anna? Option 3. It's not a difficult question. It's easy level question only. Now this is a little moderate question. Okay. You see here, if they given velocity versus time graph, they given, Anna, and they applied force. They given static friction also. They given kinetic friction also. If you observe here, now from this slope you calculate from this graph acceleration. How to calculate acceleration? A equal to 20 by 3, Nana. How, Nana? Check here. This is opposite is what much, Nana? Height 20. And this base is how much, Nana? 3, 20 by 3. So if I apply on the block, no force, if you apply, no, actually block starts moving. That much force you will get it. Okay, check carefully condition. So in this direction I'm applying force. How much force you are applying, Nana? See here, 20 newtons I am applying, sir. 20 you are applying. Okay, means friction will act which direction, Nana? Just now I showed you, mu mg. Kinetic or static? Kinetic, it started moving, na? Kinetic, Nana. Check the condition. So F net equal to what you can write? F minus mu k into mg. Ma equal to 20 minus mu k value much, 1 by 4 into mg. This negative term send LHS side, Nana, you will get this much. If you solve exactly, you will get like A value, 20 by 3. G value, substitute that. M equal to, you will get 2.18 kg, you will get, Nana. So that's approximately close to what, Nana? 2.2 kg, which will get it. Fine. We'll go to 23rd question. See, this is basic work energy power, easy level question only, we can take it. Okay. NCERT level only. A body of mass 0.25 kg mass given, Nana, starting from x equal to 0 to x equal to 2 meter with speed varying what, Nana? K x cube power 3 by 2, where k is 2 in S7 units. The work done by net force. So velocity they given k into x power 3 by 2. K value much, Nana? 2 into x power 3 by 2. V initial means x value is much, Nana? 0, sir. V final means x value much, Nana? 2, sir. Substitute that, will get what? Will get 2 into 2 means how much? 4 root 2. Take this value, substitute work energy theorem. Final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy, na? Half m into v final square minus v initial square. Half into v final is much, Nana? 4 root 2 square means what will get 16 into 2. So what will happen? 32 by 8. Now that's nothing but what, Nana? 4 joules, which will get it, Nana. Fine. Let me go to next question. During elastic collision, this is very good question, Nana. During elastic collision of two bodies, which of the following them statements are correct? The initial kinetic energy is equal to final kinetic energy. Initially, finally, kinetic energy is same. Same, correct only. The linear momentum is conserved, correct only. But third statement you don't know, see here. The kinetic energy during collision time is not conserved. Yes, it is not conserved, Nana. During collision time, what will happen, Nana? Two bodies will get compressed, na? Then what will increase? Potential energy will increase, kinetic energy will decrease. Means kinetic energy will not be constant during the collision, Nana. That's so third statement also correct statement, Nana. So first point to second point to third point 3 are correct. That's what we mentioned. Elastic collision obeys both law of conservation of linear momentum and law of conservation of kinetic energy. But during collision time, law of conservation of kinetic energy not possible, because when they're colliding each other, now when they're coming close, they're hitting each other, what will happen? Kinetic energy decreases. When they're going far away each other, now kinetic energy increases. That's fine, Nana. Fine. Let me go to 25th question, Nana. This is again NCERT example question, Nana. 3 particles 1, 2, 3 placed at an equivalent triangle of side 1 meter, Nana. You need to locate the center of mass. I showed you here, see like this. If this is 1 means, you might know this angle is how much, Nana? 60. Okay. If I write now 1 cos 60 this side, cos 60 means 1 by 2 will get it from here to here. Okay. This will get what? 1 sin 60 means what will get root 3 by 2, which will get it. So now you can start the writing coordinates 0, 0. This total side is 1 meter, na? 1, 0. So from here to here 1 by 2, from here to here root 3 by 2, like that written coordinates. Then you know how to write XCM formula, YCM formula. So substitute x1, XCM value m1, x1 plus m2, x2, substitute the values, substitute YCM values, we'll get 7 by 12, 3 by 3 root 3 by 2 you will get it, Nana. So which option is correct in this case? 3 root 2 by 3, 3 root 2 by 12. This is a written mistake. So what will get, Nana? Which option will get, Nana? Option 3, which will get it, Nana, here. Fine. Let me go to next question, Nana, 26th question. This is little good question, I can take it. It will take time, okay? Little difficult only, I can take it. Two flywheels are connected by a non-slipping belt as shown in the figure they given here. I1 means moment of inertia of first fellow is 4 kg meter square. R1 is 20 centimeters, radius of first fellow. I2 equal to 20 kg per meter square and R2 equal to 30 centimeters. A torque of 10 Newton meter is applied on the smaller wheel. Then match the entities column 1 and appropriate center entities with column 2. Nana. If you observe here now, data given here, whatever they given, I1, R1, I2, R2, T1. Torque equals to I alpha, you know, na? So alpha 1 we got it here. Then alpha 2 formula we might be done in class notes, a regular class notes formula only. Alpha 2 equals to alpha 1 into R1 by R2. So alpha 2 equal to, use this 5 by 2 here. And R1 by R2, 0.2 by 0.3. Dear students listening, right, equal to 5 by 3. So torque 2 equal to what you get, Nana? I2 into alpha 2, na? Alpha 2 value already calculated here. You just substituted here. Now you check the entities, na? Which of the matching means option 2 is matching, you check, Nana. Okay, option 2. A with 3 matches. Okay, next B with 2 matches. Next C with 1 matches, Nana. See, just clear explanation I have given here. Okay, please go through that. Fine. Next, angular momentum conservation, Nana. In the planetary motion, if RP, VP, LP and RA, VA and LA radii, velocities and angular momentum of the planet at perihelion and aphelion of its elliptical orbit around the sun respectively, then this thing every teacher will discuss in class notes also, basic only. Angular momentum is conserved under planetary motion, okay, because net torque due to gravitational force how much, 0. So L equal to mvr, that is constant. L equal to mvr means mvr equal to constant means v inverse proportional to r. So since rp less than ra, then what you can write? Vp greater than va, and angular momentum conservation LA equal to LP. So which option is correct? Option 4 is correct. So total energy of a satellite in a circular orbit at a distance r plus h from the center of the earth varies. This question already asked in your CET exam, Now they asked you for direct formula. Before they asked you in the place of H2R, they asked you just check the PYQ. So this is also generally NCERT level question only we are doing generally. So you are taking from center of the earth to here. If you take how much energy required, you are going against the gravity. Now we will get negative work done. Okay, work done only will become energy. E equals to minus gmm divided by 2 into r plus h will get it. Means E inverse proportional to minus E proportional to minus of 1 by r plus h will get it. So be careful. Minus also plus also they given. Be careful with the option. Next 29th question. If you see here, two wired. This is based on Young's modulus. Solid. It's a direct question only, not difficult question. NCERT level. Two wires. Diameter ratio they given 1:2, Nana. Length ratio they given 1:3, Nana. Then if they stretch by same force is same, Nana. Then they're asking what they're asking, Nana. Increase in their length, Nana. So what you can write, Nana? You can write here F by A equals to y into delta L by L, na. What is F by A means? Stress equal to constant into strain. So F by A equal to y into delta L by L. So F equal to pi into area is how much, Nana? Area is pi d square by 4 equal to y into delta L by L. If you observe here, now F constant to pi constant, 4 constant, y constant because same ys. So what I need? Pi L. L you send this side, it will come to numerator, na. Delta L proportional to L by d square. Means delta L1 by L1 equal to what, na? L1 by L2 into D2 by D1 whole square. L1 by L2 value they given 1:3. D2 by D1 not 1:2, 2:1 whole square. 2:1 whole square what is 4:1. So what will get answer, Nana? 4 by 3, which will get it. Fine. Next look at 30 question, Nana. A horizontal pipe carries fluids question, Nana. Not difficult question. Good basic question. Okay. Generally we can solve this kind of question. Not a difficult question. A horizontal pipe carries water in streamline flow. At a point along the pipe where the cross-sectional area is 10 centimeter square. The velocity of the water is 1 centimeter square. At area 10 centimeter square, velocity is 1. Then pressure at 2000 pascal. Okay, what is the pressure of the water at other point where the cross sectional area is 5 centimeters? We know that actually equation of continuity. What is the equation of continuity? AV equal to constant means A1 V1 equal to A2 V2. That we applied, we calculated what velocity at 2 meters per second square. Then you know that it follows the energy conservation means loss in pressure energy equal to gain in kinetic energy. We can write it yes sir, we can write it means send this P1 this side, P2 equal to P1 plus half rho into V1 minus V2 whole square. Yes, start substituting values. V1 value 1 yes, V2 value 2 and the density value 1000 they given here. Substitute so 2000 minus 1500 will get it. Why? Because 1 minus 4. Here we written formula mistake. We just be careful with this. Okay. So V1 square minus V2 square. V1 square minus V2 square. Okay. Now 1 square minus 2 square is much 4. Don't make this kind of silly mistakes. Okay. So 2000 minus 1500. How much will get? 500 pascal, which will get it. Let me go to next question. Yes, see, this question is actually previous year question only, previous year JE question, I think. Okay, old JE question. If you observe, three metal rods material have identical in all parts respect, means length area same, means resistance is same. Here 0 degree Celsius, here 90 degree Celsius, here 90 degree Celsius. Find the junction temperature they're asking. I'm just applying Kirchhoff's current law, where we learned in the 12th standard. That thing we are going to apply. Sigma E equal to 0 means here heat current is 0. I equal to delta T by R. So delta T1 by R1, delta T2 by R2, delta T3 by R3. Sir, why you did not written R1, R2, R3? Because all are identical, resistance same. Take common send RHS side. So then how to write the delta T? X minus 0, x minus 90, x minus 90. So if you write that, I will get 3x minus 180 equal to 0, 3x equal to 180, x equals to 60. Easiest method I showed you. Okay. What will you get answer? Option 3 will get it. Fine. Go to 32nd question. This is also regular NCERT level question only. They asked you in NEET, they asked you in JEE also this question. Okay. The gas is taken from A to B along two different paths. Okay. Let me take this is path 1. This is path 2. In path 1, Q1 is E2, work done is W1. In path 2, Q2 is E2, work done is W2. Then which of the following option is correct? Between A to B, what is same? Energy is same because initial point to final point both are same, is change in energy is same. So Q, whatever the heat we supplied, utilized for increase in potential energy and for work done. So energy delta U equal to Q minus delta W, Q minus W. So initial point, final point for both ways same. That's why delta UA equal to delta UB. Means Q1 W1 equal to Q2 W2. Which option is correct? Fourth. Based on this, many questions they asked you in NEET also, JEE also. Fine. This question from KTG they asked you directly, NCERT level only. At 27 degrees Celsius, kinetic energy is even, average kinetic energy. At 327 degrees Celsius, average kinetic energy is question mark. So Kelvin conversion how to write 273 plus degree Celsius So 20 degrees Celsius much 27. 273 plus 27 much 300. Similarly 327 will become much 600. Average kinetic energy formula is what? 3 by 2 kBT. So 3 by 2 and kb is constant. So E2 by E1 equal to T2 by T1. So E2 by E equal to 600 by 300. This fellow will get cancelled 2 times. Therefore E2 equal to 2E. Which option is correct? Option 1 is correct. Yes sir. We'll go to next question. This is direct NCERT question. When kinetic energy of the system is equal to potential energy of the system for an SHM, then what is the x0 value at that position? Means about this point actually kinetic energy equal to potential energy. This x0 value we need to calculate. How to calculate? Check here. Kinetic energy equal to potential energy. What is kinetic energy? Half k x0 square equal to half k a square minus x square. Potential energy. So half k cancel. X0 square equal to a square minus x0 square. Minus x0 square, this comes this same is 2x0 square equal to a square. X0 equal to plus or minus a by root 2, which we can write it now. Yes. If you observe here, next 35th question you see. What is 35th question? This is also NCERT theory question. Okay. The angle between the particle velocity and wave velocity in a transverse wave is when the particle passing through the mean position. Okay. Okay. Except this question, just this point they left. Okay. Leave about that. If you think carefully, this point we studied in a theory. Definitions only itself we have studied. Whenever particle is moving in one direction, wave is moving in one direction, particle will vibrate perpendicular to it. If I check about this point velocity, what will happen here? Velocity will get upward direction. About this point, if you check here, what will happen? Velocity or will happen downward direction. So, but which velocity? Particle velocity and wave velocity will be horizontal. So it should make actually 90 degrees except mean position. Fine. Now let me check here. This question they asked you what? Due to what they given here? Let me read the question. A metallic sphere of radius capital R carrying charge small q is kept at a certain distance from the another metallic space, some distance maintaining r by 4. Carrying charge how much r by 4 q. What is the electric flux at any point inside the metallic sphere of radius r? Radius r, okay? Due to the this fellow outside, or due to the r by 4. See, we have studied NCERT theory point clearly something like electrostatic shielding. So electrostatic shielding says that electric field inside the conductor is always 0. Whatever be the outside field configuration, whatever be the outside force, what is charge configuration, inside electric field must be how much? 0. Electric field is 0 because flux is 0. Nana. By that time we might be applied Gauss law also. That's why flux is 0. That's why electric flux inside the conductor is what, Nana? 0. Electrostatic shielding concept, Nana, keep remember well. Okay, fine. So this is two charges given. One is plus q, another is minus q, a dipole placed. Okay, radius distance between them how much, Nana? 2r. Okay, first fellow make the radius r like this, Nana. Second fellow make the radius 2r like this. Through first fellow only they are asking flux. What is flux basically? Q enclosed by epsilon naught, right? That equal to minus q by epsilon naught, na? Yes, sir. So minus q by epsilon naught, because in first pair how much charge enclosed? Minus q only. Fine. If you take here next question, this is also electrostatic potential capacitance, easy level question. A potential at a point A is minus 3 volts. And at the point is B is 5 volts. What is the work done to carrying a test charge of 5 millicoulomb? Where to where? B to A. B to A means potential difference will become what? VA minus VB. VA is how much, Nana? Minus 3. VB is how much, Nana? 5, because minus 5. Minus 3 minus 5 minus 8. 8 5 is 40. Minus 40 into 10 power minus 3. That can be written as what, Nana? 0.04 joules, sir. So which option is correct, Nana? Option 3 is correct. Minus sign will be there here. Here minus is there, that's why. Fine. This is a neat previous year question. This is old JE question. As it is, they asked you NCERT question. 3 points mentioned here. Check that. They mentioned charge in conducting sphere, Nana. For a conducting sphere, inside electric field, how much, Nana? R less than R 0. On the surface is maximum kq by r square. Outside, Nana, kq by small r square. So correct or wrong? Which option is correct? Option 3 is correct, Nana. If we go to next problem, they given this is also based on NCERT level only. Okay, potential energy U equal to minus P vector dot E vector, na? So U equal to minus PE cos theta. Theta equals to 180 if we take, na, cos 180 minus 1. Minus of minus going to be plus. U equal to PE. Theta equals to 120 if we take, na, cos 120 is minus 1 by 2. Minus of minus going to be plus. PE by 2. Theta equal to 90 if we take, na, energy is 0. So then which option matching check here? A is matching with what, Nana? PE means 2. B is matching with, Nana? 3. Half PE. Then C is 90. 0. Okay, this is the options are matching, na? Be careful. Fine. Now check, this is a which statement is not true, they're asking. All statements are true, na? Except which one? C, you see. The work done to move the charge on equipotential surface is not 0, they said. Q naught into V final minus V initial, na? Equipotential surface means potential should be constant. V final V initial means V minus V is how much, na? 0. So work done should be how much, na? 0. So option C is incorrect, na? Which of the following is a correct statement? A correct statement, what will happen, Nana? Option 2 is correct. Why? Because Gauss law is true for any shape and size, Nana. For it should be a closed surface. For example, sphere, a charge q I place inside the sphere. Okay, like this. One cylinder you take place inside. What will happen? Like this. Charge q. One cube you take place charge inside. What will happen? Charge q. What is the flux through each of them? Q by epsilon naught only. Means it is independent of what shape and size. It depends only on what charge inside. So Gauss law is true for any closed surface. It is true, Nana. Does not depends on shape and size. Okay, fine. If we go to next question. In the following circuit, the terminal voltage of the cell is basic PU question only. Potential difference terminal voltage we discussed. V equals E minus IR. I equals to what you can write? E by R plus R. E they given 2 volts. R they given 3.9. Small r they given 0.1. Substitute that, Nana. We will get to 2 minus 2 by 4 is 0.5. 0.5 to 0.1 is 0.05. 2 minus 0.05 is 1.95 volts. Which option is correct, Nana? Option D is correct, Nana. If you observe, this question is one good question, Nana, which is NCERT exemplar question which I observed here. Okay. Two cells of EMF E1 and E2 are internal resistance R1 and R2. E2 greater than E1, R2 greater than R1. They given some condition also, check that respectively. Are connected in parallel as shown in the figure. The equivalent EMF of the combination is equal, then they given options like this. What is equivalent? E1 R2 plus E2 R1. So divided by R1 plus R2. Equivalent lies between E1 and E2, Nana. Okay, that's we know. More than less one, less than more one. Fine, but equivalent lies near to even. How to check, sir? Means they given this condition, na? Take the example values, e1 value e, e2 value 2e, r1 value r, r2 value 2r. Then substitute in this equation and you will get the answer close to e. Not more than 1.5 you will get, less than 1.5 you will got it. I checked personally, you check that. Okay, fine. That's why near to even I can write it. This is again NCERT example question, NCERT exercise, not exercise example. It's in-text theory question which they asked you in NEET exam, which they asked you in JEE exam also. Nana. So what will learn actually? Rho equal to rho naught into 1 minus alpha delta T will learn. Na? Alpha value for semiconductors is what? Negative. So what will happen? Negative or negative into, sorry, positive. Then alpha is positive means what will happen now? As temperature increases, delta T increases. Delta T increases means what will happen now? Resistance will decrease. Na? That's what I mentioned here. X is copper, Y is nickel, Z is semiconductor. As temperature increases, resistivity of semiconductor decreases. But for conductor, what will happen? Na? Increases. That's why it increases. Then nichrome is align. For not align, it won't show significant change. Na? That's why this graph is like this for align. Okay, NCERT graph only check it na, carefully. If we go to 46th question, this is also easy level question only. Given a current carrying wire of non-uniform cross section, like this example I have taken, okay, which of the following is constant through the length of the wire? Current does not depend on the area of the cross section, na? Yes or no? So whatever current passing here also same current. So if you observe here, what is same, nana? Current only same, nana. So which option is correct, nana? Here wrongly we marked here. Current only same. This thing will change. Electric field will change. Your repetitive velocity will change. Everything will change. Okay. We learned na E equals to NEAVD. Use that relation, nana. NEAVD. Okay. And mu equals to VD by E. Something that kind of relation use. Just will get the answers. But current only same in this example. Okay. Fine. Look at this question, nana. This is basic question. R equal to rho L by A, na? R inversely proportional to A. How to write area? Pi R square, but R can be written as D by 2, na? Pi D square by 2 means resistance inversely proportional to D square. So resistance versus D graph they're asking, check, nana. Which graph will get, nana? Decreasing parabola will get it, nana, here. Which option is correct means option 1 is correct, nana. Next, if you observe here, this is also NCERT as it is question they asked you. Okay, little in NCERT we having parallel current carrying wires, they asked you anti-parallel, nana. Anti-parallel means what will act? Force will act opposite to each other, na? F by L equal to what you can write? Mu naught I1 I2 by 2 pi D. So F by L equal to I1 value I2 value both are same, they given I. Okay, here. So I into I will be I square. Distance they given like R na in the question. Okay, that's what will happen, na? R. If you check here, force is repulsive or attractive. Force will act away, na? We might be checked already. What is that? Repulsive. This question they asked you NEET also. Check carefully. Question is formula formula. This question literally from NCERT exercise, na? 1 meter long L value. Okay, 4 centimeter diameter, does not matter diameter in this question. It has 5 layers of windings, 1000 tons. Means total tons how much? 5 into 1000. Okay, each carries a current of 7 amperes. 7 amperes it carries. The magnetic field at the center of the solenoid is, okay, B question mu naught Ni by capital L. I can write it 4.10 raised to minus 7 is mu naught value, and N value 5 into 10 power 3 because 5 into 1000 na, into current by divided by 1. If you calculate this, we'll get 4.396 into 10 power minus 2 Tesla. Option D matching. Now, if you observe, two similar galvanometers are converted into ammeter and milliammeter. Okay, not millimeter, milliammeter. Okay, the shunt resistance of ammeter as compared to the shunt resistance of milliammeter will be generally shunt resistance of ammeter as compared to shunt resistance of what milliammeter should be what less only. Okay, not more. So this is basic theory point. Just go through that once. You will understand. Like this is also magnetic matter, just theory point. Susceptibility is small and negative for what? Diamagnetic substance. They are asking about diamagnetic substance only. Susceptibility is small and negative is correct. And option 2 is correct. If we go to 52 question, this is also NCERT only. So for a current carrying wire, magnetic field lines will form what? Closed loops. So magnetic field lines always exist in what? Closed loops. A straight current carrying conductor has circular magnetic field lines around it. They asked you what they asked you. Choose the correct statement. Read the remaining all statements, those are incorrect. So option 4 is correct only in this for this question. 53 question. 53 question, what does it says? Before question only. In before question, magnetic field at a distance r equal to what we can find? Mu naught I by 2 pi r. So mu naught inversely proportional to r.